Okay, this is our second question. How often do I need to write on my blog? Which do you think is the right answer? Once a month? Once a week? 3 times a week? Take a moment and choose your answer. And the answer is actually all 3 answers are correct. Yes. And I'm going to give this over to Peggy to give her take on this.
Okay, sure. So I really think that to see any headway on list building, you do need to blog at least 3 times per week. The more fresh content you have, the more attention you're going to attract, the more traffic you get to the blog site, and the more subscribers you will have. So definitely there is an absolutely previously established connection between the amount of traffic you had and the amount of subscribers you gain.
So the type of content is also going to change for list building. Your posts are often shorter, but really valuable little tips and tricks you can give away to your client. Also, reminder that the more you can focus these to a very specific clientele you're trying to reach, the better you can do it. So really focus down who are you talking to, whose problems are you solving. And if you have a newsletter list, as we're often getting subscribers for that, that may be more suitable for in-depth once-a-month stuff. So keep your longer posts, while your quickies you use for list building, and your longer posts are for the newsletters.
That's a really good point. And once you've accomplished some objectives, like building up your audience and traffic to a certain level, it's probably safe to say that you can drop your blogging frequency down to what I call maintenance mode. So that could be different things for different people. It could be once a month, once a week, and etc., depending on your ongoing goals for your blog. So be sure that you keep up the variety and the type of content you add, such as trying to include video and images when appropriate, but always stay highly focused on your core topics. Another point I wanted to make was one of the best ways to stick to a regular blogging schedule and to keep a tight focus on your topic is to create an editorial calendar. So what I mean by this is I might participate in any number of blogs, and I really like to create a proposed schedule of posts, possibly up to a year in advance actually, so that I know what topics or posts I'm going to create and when. And this allows you to focus on things like holidays, national events, write specific content around that, tie into your content of related to industry conventions that are in your business and so on. This also allows you to ponder your topics well in advance and make a lot of bullet notes about them. You know, I'll go into draft posts that I have open and make notes quite frequently. Long before you actually complete the writing on the actual post that will be published. It takes a lot of the work out of actually creating the content. It saves me an awful lot of time.
You know, I didn't do this before, and I'm starting to now. It really is good to plan it out. And then also as your writers, you get to mull things over and think about it. So even if you have the topic planned out, you kind of can start thinking about it before you actually sit down and write it necessarily.
Definitely. It's a big time saver for me.